friends, welcome to TestNG Framework Training Session 15. This is Haradhan once again as usual. Today in this session I will discuss how we can add group to any TestNG test cases and how we can include and exclude groups in the testng.xml file. So based on the addition, inclusion or exclusion, we can run the test cases from the testng.xml file. Thank you all for watching my videos. In case you are enjoying my videos and learning automation testing and Java, please like and share my videos. Do not forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you will get notification as and when I will upload any new videos. Do not forget to provide your valuable comment or suggestion for any input. Stay tuned for my next videos. So what does it mean by group? I think in my previous session, I have covered as of 14 session for the TestNG. So in my previous session, you already seen, whenever we are creating any project, TestNG project, under which we can create multiple packages and under which we can create multiple TestNG classes, So in the classes, whenever we are creating any classes, we can use @test annotation, and obviously under which we can create some methods, So we can run the class, all the method in the class, use right click and testng test, or in case if we want to run all the testng class available under all packages, so we need to update our testng.xml file accordingly. We need to give all the classes name so that it will be executed, But what happens if I want to run the test cases based from some groups, So suppose say you have total number of 10 tests, class, under each 10 class you have 100 test cases, maybe in a 10 class, and in each every classes there are 10 test cases, So 100 test cases are not all the, all test cases are not, suppose out of 100 test cases, some test cases belong to smoke test, some test cases belong to functional test, some test cases belong to regression test, or some test cases belong to integration test, but only sometime you want to run on the smoke test, So you will not easily understand, identify what are the test cases smoke test, or what are the test cases belong to regression, So that's the reason you can identify, add those test cases as under some group, So that whenever if you want to run any specific test cases based on some, your release. So suppose you need to run regression test case. So if you enter the group name as regression, so if you run only, only using the group name as regression, so only the regression test cases will be executed, not the functional integration or smoke test. So that is the reason groups plays an important role in the TestNG framework. So groups in TestNG denotes the process of grouping different test cases or test method together into straightforward group and running these tests or methods together by just running the group in a single command. Though this test case or method can belong to different classes as well, Packages or classes. Grouping test is another very good feature of testing, using which user can create group of test methods. User can create a group of test method based on the functionality and features, or based on the modules, or based on the testing type like functional testing, regression testing, smoke testing, integration testing, etc. This way, user can differentiate specific group test methods from all the test method, Suppose you have 100 test cases as well, So obviously you can segregate the test cases based on the different testing type, Functional testing, regression testing, smoke testing, UAT testing, or integration testing. Okay. Similarly, 100 test cases can be different module or application, Application 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. But suppose if you want to run the test case only belongs to application 1, which is a standalone application. Okay. Similarly, if some integration application can be there, integration application 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So if you want to run the integration, so if you add some group, so obviously if you can include or exclude some, test cases based on the group, And say you have, you segregate the test cases based on, suppose functional testing, regression, smoke, UAT, or other different testing type, and if you want to exclude one particular groups, So it will also be possible easily, right? If you enter some tag and exclude group, so that particular group will be excluded and the rest of the group will be run. So that's why you can run it. Suppose, like, if you do not want to execute the UAT part, right, because UAT test case will be run during UAT time, right? So all the relevant test cases, right, functional, regressions, move, or integration test cases you can run. So simply you need to exclude the UAT. So only so except UAT, all the test cases will be run. Okay, so that's why, I mean, groups plays a pivotal role in the test MG. Okay, so what the syntax for specifying groups in the test methods? So okay, so after in the test annotations you need to use groups, and you need to double bracket, you need to group 1 2. If you want to add multiple groups, so comma and like that, group 1 group 2, like that. Group are specified in testng XML file before class, right? And following syntax can be used: groups, then run, and you need to include group g1, like that. And if you close the runs and close the groups, if the user want to run multiple groups in the same time, then they need to add another include tag inside the run tag for each group. Suppose if you want to include 3 groups, right, so include, like, it will be 3 different lines, include group g1, g2, g3, like that, right? User can mention the group name which they do not want to run by using the exclude tag. Okay, suppose you have 5 groups, g1, g2, g3, g4, g5, right? You only don't want to run g2, say, but if you want to run g1, g3, g4, g5, right? So instead of including multiple times, so you will exclude the group g2, so that excluding g2 group, all the group will be run successfully, right? Okay, in case user want to run all the group with some matching keyword, same can be possible using the regular expression include name with g star, g dot star. Suppose you have 10 test cases, okay, with, suppose you have, I mean, 100 test case, out of which, right, you have 10 test case with different application names. Suppose application 1, application 2, application 3, application 4, 5, like that, right? And also some integration 1, integration 2, integration 3, like that. But if you want to run all the test cases related to application, so no need to worry about the 1 2 3 4 part. But if you want to run all the test cases with the application 1 2 3 4 5, there, right? So instead of including name application 1 2 3 4, like that, you will include name as application dot star, so that all the test cases with starting with application will be run successfully, right? No need to mention it with the every application 1 2 3 4, like that. So that's why also you can use the regular expression for the grouping part. Okay, now I will show you how the, like, I mean, we can handle the group in real time using the testng framework, right? So here, right, I have a testng class run testng test suite, under which 2 packages is there, package 1 and package 2. So in the package 1 I already created a testng class, right, testng groups. So at the rate test annotation by default is getting added. So here I am changing the method name. Say suppose method 1 I want to write it, right, and I will enter some output. Output for method 1, right? Similarly, in the testng groups, right, I can add or more methods. Okay, one only method 2 and one only method 3. Okay, here I am just entering the output, changing the output as output for method 2 and 3 for the respective methods, right? Now, if you run it, right, so at that class level, you can run it easily using the run as and testng test. So obviously 3 method will be run, and you can see, right, 3 method is run and failure is 0, right? And you can see out all the output is, right, here all the run is green color and the tick mark, so nothing is failed, right? And output for method 1 2 and pass method 1 2 3, right? There is another way I already told in the last class, right? There is a testng.xml file where you can simply, right, include the class name, right? So here what is the class name? My class name is testng groups, and under which package it is existing, you, I mean, it is there, it is there in the package 1, right? So that is the syntax, right? Shoot test, okay, then the class stack, under the classes tag you can include multiple class, right? So classes will be package name dot class name. Okay, that is the syntax you need to use. Okay, so and then it will be closed by test and shoot tags, right? So here I will change the should name, right? Test groups. Okay. And also I want to change the name of the test. Okay. Include and exclude groups. Now if you run it from here, right, so only one particular class is added here, right, which is the package one and the testng group class, that is the class, right. So if you run here from here, you can run it also, run as and testng test, but whenever if you want to run from the testng.xml file, so there will be option called testng should, right. In the last session I already discuss that test engine should, so that you can also run multiple classes in the same time if we enter the class name here one by one, right. So result will be same here as well, right. So obviously three classes will be, three method or test case will be run here, method 1, 2 and 3. So in the output you can see method 1 and 2 and 3 could run, right. Okay, and all the three test cases got passed here, right. Okay, now so here I did not mention any group. Okay, so how to mention any group? So I already mentioned, right, in the test annotation you need to mention groups and within the double bracket, right, you need to give within the double quote group name. Okay, so here groups groups equal to, okay, and you need to give double bracket, and here under with the double quote, suppose I am giving that as smoke test. Okay, I'm giving the group name, you need to close with double bracket. Okay, similarly for the 2, this case 2, I want to give the name as regression test. Okay, similarly for this case 3, I want to give the name as integration test. Okay, so 3 this case I have there, but 3 group I have mentioned, right. So now if I want to run any test case with integration test, right, so obviously it is not be possible in case 1000 test cases that to identify it, right, what is the group tag is there for each and every test case, right. Instead of that, if I know that I already given all the tag for all the test case, so I will run with the tag name, right, from the testng.xml file, right. So for that you need to add the groups and run tags before the classes tag. Okay, okay, so that is the tag you need to use, right. Groups, runs, include name, runs and groups, right. So here you need to add group, first group. Okay, and then you need to add run tag. Okay, and here so groups run is there, and between which you need to include name equal to, you need to give the name, right. Suppose smoke test I want to run, and you need to close the tag, right. So here I have 3 test case, right, but one test case group is smoke test, one test case group is regression test, one test case group is integration test, right. Okay, and here I want to run only the smoke test, so here only 3 test cases that you can easily identify, right. But whenever there is 1000 test case, 100 test case, 500 test case like that, so it is not possible for you, right, to check all the test case what is the group name for each of the test case, right. So that is the syntax, group run. No, that's run will be after that, include only, otherwise it will throw error. Okay, so that your include will be between the run only. That is the syntax, group runs and then include name, right. Then you need to close the run and you need to close with group before the classes, right. So only smoke test will be running here, the rest of the 2 test cases will be not running, right. Let's run it with TestNG test suite and let's see how many test cases getting run. So only one test case will be run here. Okay. So here some problem is error message is there. Okay. Line number 5, column number 10, attribute name is required and must be specified for element type group. Okay. So we have some problem, we need to correct them. So tag name, so I'll just copy paste the same line here so that there will be no mismatch. Okay. Okay, here I will just change the name of the group as smoke test. Let's run the code and let's see what is happening. Yeah, you can see. So only one test case got run, right? Which is matching with the group name. So smoke test is the group name, right? So it is corresponding to method 1, right? You can see the method 1, right? That is the reason method 1 is getting executed, right? You can see number of test cases executed 1, right? Output for method 1 is coming, right? No other test case is getting executed. Okay. Now if you want to execute smoke test and regression test, okay, so what will happen? You need to add another row to include the test case. So here it will be regression test. You can include it. So my smoke test and regression test will be executed. Okay. So let's run the code and let's see whether my two test cases is getting executed based on my right groups already added in the TestNG XML file. So method 1 and method 2 should be executed here. You can see method 1 and method 2, output 1, output 2, total number of test cases is 2, failure 0, skip 0, right? Because smoke test and regression test is belong to the right method 1 and method 2. Okay, that's why I can run my groups. But here group is case sensitive, right? So here if you change it to s lower case, right, so it will not run. Okay, and if you change it here also regression r, okay, test t, caps to malls, so it will not identify the exact group because it's case sensitive here. Okay, if you run it, you can see it will not pick up. You can see total number of test cases run is 0, failure is 0, right? It is case sensitive. You have to provide exact group name. Okay, smoke test and regression test, exactly whatever is mentioned. Okay, so capital and but will you have to give the exact name. Okay, it's case sensitive. Group name is case sensitive. Okay, now here if you add one more test case, okay, so I am adding one more test case, say test case number 4, method 4. Method 4, it will be functional test case, say, or UAT test case, UAT test. Okay, now I want to run all the test case excluding the UAT test, right? So right now just run with smoke and UAT test. Let's see whether these two test cases coming executing or not. So now I am running only the smoke test and UAT test. So obviously method 1 and method 4 should run, right? Because I have right now added method 4. Okay. So in the output you can see method 1 and method 4 is getting executed, right? Because you move smoke test and UAT test is smoke test is belong to test method 1 and UAT test I have written newly added method 4, right? Okay. Now here in case you don't want to execute the UAT test, but excluding that all the tests you need to execute, right? Whenever their project will be, I mean at the end of the okay project, so you need to run regression, integration and smoke test, all the test cases. Okay, but UAT will be run in the UAT phase. Okay, so you do not want to run the UAT test. So one thing you can do, you can include all the tests, smoke test, regression test and integration test line by line, or you just simply exclude the UAT test. Okay, so remove that one line, and here instead of include I will just simply mention exclude. Okay, so excluding UAT test, all the test case will be executed here. Okay, let's run the code and let's see whether it is getting executed or not. So all the method 1, 2 and 3 will be executed. Okay, it will not pick up the test cases which for which group is mentioned at your test. Okay, you can see method 1, 2 and 3 executed, output to method 1, 2, 3 number of test cases executed, failure 0, skip 0, because that will be excluded. Okay, that's why you can also that particular add exclude tag to exclude a particular group here, right? Okay, now in a single test case, if you enter multiple groups here, you can do it, right? So I will include the smoke test and regression test, and here integration test, comma regression test, and let's see what is happening. And here also this will be also my smoke test along with regression test, right? Because it is possible, right? And here it will be also UAT test and smoke test. Okay. So my test case 1 belong to smoke test regression test. Test case 2 also belong to regression test smoke test. Test case 3 belong to integration test and regression test. And test case 4 belong to UAT test and smoke test, right? So now if you run smoke test only, so here what will happen? 3 test cases will be run, because that 3 test cases groups smoke test is there, right? Test 1 to method 2 and method 4. So here if you change it to include to smoke test, so 3 test cases will be run, because for 3 test cases a particular stack is there, right? So let's run the code test test. So your method 1, 2 and 4 will be run. So 3 test cases will be run and everything should be passed, right? You can see. Okay. Okay. So the whatever group is there belong to it will pass. Okay. Now let's fail one test case. Assert dot assert equals, suppose I want to fail one test case. Suppose I want to add 10 and 12. So what will happen? Obviously one test case will be failed, right? So if you run it again, you can see. So whatever is there with the tag smoke test, it will try to execute all the test case, and definitely one test case will be failed, right? Method 1 is getting failed, right? And other test case is getting passed, right? So you can see method 1, 2 and 4 is executed, output is coming, but here one test case is getting failed, right? Because that assertion is not working. Okay, so that's way you can include and exclude multiple groups. Okay, so here I already shown you example with, right, one particular class. Okay, so let's create another class. So I will create another class called testng group 1. Okay, so I will create another class. Sorry, that particular is there, so I need to create another class testng group 1. I can add it class name. It will be created, right? So here already 4 method is there, so I want to create another 3 method here. So I will change the method name. Okay, so it will be method 5, here it will be method 6, it will be method 7. I can change the output, right? For method 5, method 6 and method 7. Okay, so now if you want to add the class also here, let's remove the assertion. Okay, closing tag is there, testng group. Okay, sorry, that particular is copy pasted and Okay, so it's green now. Now if you want to add this particular test case, sorry, particular test in your TestNG XML file, you need to add the class name here, right? So the class name is, package name is same, right? Package 1 and class name is TestNG groups 1. Okay. Now if you run it with smoke test, okay, let's see what is happening. So here the three test cases, right? It will be run with smoke test matching 1, method 1, 2 and 4, and from the class 2, right, which is the TestNG group 1 class. So here two test cases will be run, method 5 and 6. So total 5 number of test cases will be run and one will be failed here, right? Because for one test case assertion is failing. So let's run it and let's see what is happening. So that's why, right, group only not only work in a single test case or single class, it can work in multiple class and multiple packages in the same project, right? You can see total number of run is 5, failure is 0, right? 1, 2, 4, 5 and 6, and test case number 1 is getting failed, and you can see package annotation is coming accordingly, right? As one test case is getting failed, overall your, right, the test suite and test case name is, you can see test suite name, it is coming from here, test group, right? And test case name, it is coming from here, right, include and exclude group test case name. That is the suite name, that is the test case name, that is the package dot class name, and that is the method name in the same package, right? And that is the method in the, I mean, class 2, right, package 1 dot class 2. Okay, so now if you just remove the assertion, or if you pass the assertion, so obviously it will be passed, right? So overall test case will be passed here. If you run it again here, you can see, because in case any single test case is getting failed, your overall test and test suite name will be failing here, right? Test name and test suite name will fail here. Okay, let's run the code again and let's see whether it is getting passed or not. Okay, so you can see, so in case all the test cases getting passed, your test and your test suite will be passed here. Okay, so that's why groups not only work for a particular TestNG class, but it can be applicable for all the class under the all the packages in the same project. Okay, that's why you can run it. So the last part I will show you. So you already seen, right, how to include multiple groups and how to exclude groups, right? And now I will show you the regular expression part, right? So what I already told you, right? Say suppose, so here I am changing it to, instead of MOOC test, say application 1. Okay, the next test case I am changing it to, say application 2, and here also one test case I want to change it to application 3, and here one test case I want to change it to application 4. Okay, now if I want to run any test case with a particular group called application 1, 2 and 3, 4, like that, so I can run it, right? Suppose if I want to run only using matching with application 1, right, from the 2 class, so it will give me one result. Okay, let's run it and let's see. So it will be matching with the, right, one test case, and it will give me the result accordingly, because it is matching with one test case only, right? You can see test case method 1, it is matching with application 1, right? Now if I want to run all the test cases starting with application, right, whether it's application 2, 3, does not matter. So I want to run all the test cases with and we starting with application 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So obviously if it is 100, right, application is there, right, 1, 2, like dot like 100. So in here you have to include like 100 rows. Okay, but it will be bit challenge, right? So in case again two more rows is added, right, you have to manually add it, right? So that is the problem. To avoid this problem, we can use some regular expressions. Here I will use application, because application is my common part, dot and star. That is the syntax you can use. Okay. So any group name starting with application and dot. So it will be executed in a single shot. So here all the four test cases, right? Application 1, 2 and here 3, 4 test case will be run here. Because it is starting with application dot start, means after application anything is there, so it will run it. Okay, see, 4 test cases will be run here, right? Total number of run is 4 and you can see under method package testng group, right? Method 1 and 2 is getting run, right? Because application 1 and application 2, okay? And from the testng group 1 class, like that particular 5 and 6 is getting executed, right? So 1 2 5 and 6, 1 2 5 and 6. So that's why you can use some regular expression tag. Now if you want to exclude, right, any test cases which is starting with application, any group, right? So you can also do it. So these 4 test cases will not run 1 2 5 6, right? Because they are starting with the application, but rest of the test case will be run here. So I have 7 test cases, so 4 test cases will not run, so 3 test cases will be run, right? 3 4 and 7, because for the test case 3 and 4 there is no application what is there, right? Method 4 and 3, and here in the testng group 1 classes only that particular method 7 is does not having the application what in the group, right? So total number of run is 3, and obviously output is coming. And here also you can see from the two test, testng class 3 test cases got executed, and overall that is your test name and that is your group name, right? Because it is coming from the testng file, that is the test suite name and that is the test case name, suite name and test name. Okay, so that's way, you can try with different attribute for the groups part. You can include and exclude groups, right? Okay, you can enter multiple group in the other test annotations. Okay, you can include multiple groups in the testng xml files. If you want to exclude a particular group, you can also do it, but you need to remember that group name is case sensitive. You have to exactly give the exact group names. And if you want to use regular expression for the matching thing, so obviously you can use the name dot star, right? So that's why you can try with different permutation combination for the group part. Okay, so that's all for today's session. Thank you.